Good evening, good evening. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News. I'm your host, Brian Taylor Bridges. Welcome to God First Christ Gang Media News, y'all. Come on in for a moment. I know everybody ought to be had a pretty good day. I hope everybody had a pretty good day. And if you all didn't have a pretty good day today, maybe you all's day will be a pretty good day tomorrow, with the will of God, you all. But tonight I got a young story out of Michigan, you all, about a Quentin Hines and the Two Live Crew, you all. I said Quentin Hines and the Two Live Crew. NFL football player, Quentin Hines of the New England Patriots, actually, y'all. He actually got a ring, and throughout his short football career, which he spent a lot of time on the injury spot, you all, had particularly done pretty good in the NFL, you all. He had a great vision on the football field. I said that he had some pretty good eyes as a running back coming out of New England, you all. He did, like I said, was blessed enough to get at least one ring with Bill Belichick, if I'm not mistaken, you all. But since his short NFL career, he has decided to take on the entrepreneurship in the music industry, you all. I said, particularly in the music industry, and he has some hip hop artists that he has signed, you all. I'm not pretty sure if he had actually signed them to his record label, but he is particularly managing these young individuals, so forth and so on. But in this particular situation, you all, he brings a Two Live Crew. Again, I said a Two Live Crew because he brought a young rapper who he thinks happened to be up and coming, you all. I said the man think he happened to be pretty good fire at this particular craft and decided to support this young man and his endeavors, you all. Before I get off into this fire news briefing, I like to take a brief moment to read my copyright disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under Title 17, USC Sections 107. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is permitted by the copyright statute and might otherwise be infringed. Non-profit, educational, and personal use tips to balance in favor of fair use, you all. Tips to balance in favor of fair use. But like I said, in this particular situation, his little entourage, you all, happened to had to relocate. I said that they had to relocate at the last minute and decided they was going to use old high school gym where they used to go and particularly promote their Little League football team, you all. I said promote a Little League football team, which happens to be some very young men, not particularly in high school, but playing on a Little League level, like a Jackie Robinson, if you would be a fan of baseball, so forth and so on, but particularly a Little League football team. Now this man decides he was going to bring his particular, again, his entourage and one of his new rap artists, and this particular man happens to have a song called Twerk That P, you all, like the new movie P Valley, but he actually talking about Twerk That P, man, Twerk That P, baby. So the whole song is actually a Two Live Crew hook, actually, and Luther Campbell would flat out be upset, pissed off, and probably disgusted, you all. But the man have his little artist happens to be OT Real. OT Real is what they call him, and he happened to have 100 views actually on this particular song, you all. But my whole thing was to kind of tell Quentin and kind of give him a few pointers, because he may have that football head syndrome. I said it, the man may have the football head syndrome, which happens to be the CTE syndrome, which comes from the football players taking ill-advised hits and having to have certain kind of concussions, you all, when playing a long or short career. This is something that these players are actually more in tune to getting than actually not getting, you all, because like I said, this is a highly contact sport in the NFL, and these dudes have taken a beating on this football field from from a young age up until they're actually playing on an adult level, So maybe his thinking is not so clear, or he really don't understand what it actually means to be out there with these type of particular artists. Now, this man happens to be half 2 Live Crew, like I said, one of these me so horny dudes, and half Tupac. I said it, half 2 Live Crew and half Tupac, you all. So in his particular performance, you all, he have what appears to be a real stripper. I said it, the woman happened to appear to be very much so a real stripper. If not a stripper, then she's selling a whole lot more than Girl Scout cookies. I said that she would happen to be actually selling a whole lot more than Girl Scout cookies, you all. Before I get off into the brief little article, like I said, this particular lady happened to have on a actual thong, one of these thong suits that you would only see in a sex shop. I said it, that you would only see somewhere in a sex shop, or possibly at Daytona Beach, Florida, you all. But like I said, this particular story is crazy, because not only was it a bad thing to do to actually bring, these particular groups that, Quentin, if you're going to be doing this, man, you have to think about your artists, because these artists actually represent you as a brand, and these particular artists is not the type of artists that you really want to be out here with, you all. Not to say that this man will never be anything, because it's a lane for everything, and then they like dumb crap, you all. But this is particularly a downgrading song, very degrading to not only himself or his brand, but also to the woman, you all. I said it, very much degrading to the woman, actually what he was doing, and actually the song itself, you all. Like I said, you would happen to be the real Luther Campbell them to actually pull this song off. But this young man tried to do it, and they actually tried to do it in the high school gym, you all. Now, mind you, it was a Saturday. It was actually a Saturday, so the school is not as many children as actually would have been in there, but it was actually children in this particular high school, you all, because I'm pretty sure a few of these kids had gotten wind and had known that it was actually, some kind of event going on at the school. Now, again, mind you, these supposed to be some representatives for the Little League football and not the NFL, you all. In fact, the NFL cheerleaders actually had more clothes on than this particular woman here, you all. And you have to actually pay to see them NFL cheerleaders, because you ain't going to get nothing but a glance. And especially if it's one of them cowgirls. I said it, especially if it's one of them cowgirls, because they've been kicking the roof high for a long, long time, you all. But here, let me get off into this brief little article, and then I'll show you a small clip. And actually, I won't be able to show you a full clip without it actually being screened. But this is some of the type of action that we had going on in this particular school, you all. So, like I said, mind you, it could have been any school. This is not nothing that we want to see, go on in any schoolhouse. I said we do not want to see this go on in any schoolhouse, let alone a pro game, you all. I said that let alone a pro game, because you are going to have some children running around somewhere, shape, form, or fashion. And like I said, being that it was a Saturday, it wasn't many kids there, but it was absolutely some kids in there and some other minor young females, you all. I said it was some minor young females in there that was possibly school students. Now, mind you, after all this ruckus has gone on, that superintendent has also, she is trying to file charges, you all, and it may be some charges later. I don't know what they could actually do, but like I said, this was a poor representation. And, Quentin, like I said, man, before you actually get on with these artists, where y'all going from event to event and place to place, sometimes you have to change the music. You have to actually change the music and watch them perform. Y'all need to get there a couple hours early anyway to actually do some microphone check and things of that nature. And, you want to know where you're going to be coming in, where you're going to be going off, where it's safe to be, where it's not safe to be. And actually, again, like I say, do your mic check, so forth and so on. But this is something that you have to actually know, that your artists are going to actually play certain songs. I mean, you actually want to know what these people are actually going to be saying, because it's different stroke for different folks, man. You can't go everywhere with that hippity bebop. Old, like I say, there's some old baboon music, if you ask me, you all. Like I said, maybe he got that CTE, football head syndrome, and he particularly don't know which direction to go, you all. Like I said, music is a very profitable industry, you all. So a lot of people come into it not knowing and actually want to sign as many artists as they can possibly sign, with actually having artists that are actually spitting something with substance. I said that actually spitting something with substance, you all. In particular, his situation, he have a young little league football team. Why not have you some gospel hip hop artists? I said, why not have you some gospel hip hop artists, or just some clean hip hop? This is something that you have to consider when choosing the people who is going to be representing you and your brand, because this actually makes you look like an idiot, bro. Man, all forms, shapes, or fashion. Like I said, you can't play football forever, and you must go on and do other things. But man, like I said, your choice in music selection and artists, you have to do a lot better. Man, maybe you should have gotten Antonio Brown or somebody that could actually play ball. Even old Jackson, old 60 Jackson, used to play for Philadelphia, man. He is pretty good on that microphone. There's a lot of ex-NFL players that you could have actually collaborated with to actually get you something going, man. Because I don't know what to say about OT Real and the 2 Live crew. But it said, outrage after ex-NFL player Quentin Hines brings stripper to event at a Michigan high school, you all. It said an ex-football player is taking heat after his organization brought a stripper to an event hosted by a high school in the Detroit area. It said Quentin Hines, former running back for the New England Patriots and CEO of a minor league football organization, rival professional football leagues, you all. So again, I'm gonna say that it's a professional, professional Little League football organization said to be recruiting services for the Little League hosting an event at a Mount Clemens High School where a woman wearing clothing was seen dancing, according to Fox News, you all. It said the incident happened during the football league PG's Sweetie's Day Bash, you all. And like I said, this was the particular name that he had chosen for this event, and he is actually supposed to be recruiting. I don't know what he was actually would have been recruiting for. And this is another thing that's, really strange, because the man said he was recruiting, and I don't see no young football players that he would have been recruiting for the Little League. And then this little dude with this song, maybe he was recruiting some better rappers, because other than that, he had a strip out there, and it was some high school, some high school young females that happened to be actually at this event, you all. And not to say that, like I said, man, these people were disgusted. They started walking off and was in the bleachers and different things of that nature. It said the incident happened during the football league Pizza Sweetie Day Bash at a Michigan high school. Although it was previously scheduled to take place in the stadium in Pontiac, Michigan, you all. Excuse me. It said Hines said that the woman wasn't a stripper, but was underdressed and seen on a Facebook Live video of the event dancing with little to no clothes in front of a man who wasn't wearing a shirt, you all. It said, I don't think she was a stripper, he kept on saying, he don't think it was a stripper. It might have been OD real little shorter, his little side thing, something them little hip hop dudes be doing. They be promising all these little girls a little spot in their video, so they can get them to my little Action Jackson, you all. But it said, I don't think she was a stripper. She was one of her dancers that was underdressed. This is how Quentin had to actually say that she was underdressed. Like I said, that was a pretty slick move, but she was far from underdressed, you all. And like I said, this little rapper here, man, like I say, he just up and coming. That's how I'm going to say about the man. And it says, it's unfortunate, I said, I didn't know that someone would come underdressed to dance with him. It said the stripper was dancing in the lyrics, which contained Twerk That P, Baby. And this is the actual name of the song, Twerk That P, Baby. Twerk That, it's supposed to be, but it sounds like, again, the Two Live Crew, you all. It said, and dancing in a suggestion manner, shirtless man, you all. It said, so he was behind you. Y'all can pretty much imagine how that actually was. It said that the event was not sponsored by the school, and there was not students present at the event. It said Mount Clemens Community School Superintendent Monique Bell said that the organization is banned from using the facility in the future, and the district would review how the activities took place, you all. So again, this particular superintendent, she straight out, flat out banned Quentin. And Quentin, truthfully, man, you should have been banned. Like I said, maybe that you can particularly possibly go to some different schools and try to bring a different set, man. Maybe bring you a few little shorties that can sing, so they can actually sing at some places that's a high school. You have to have your script for some club action. You need your club. Maybe you just probably were short artists that day. Maybe everybody that was on your flyer didn't actually show up. But you have to have some particular music for the club, some particular music you can spin on the radio, and you want, I guess I see you all the way underground with the underground music, but you too far under the ground, is what I'm trying to say, man. You have to have some music if you want to succeed that people are going to want to actually listen to. And no one wants to listen to this particular song with their children, you all. I said it. No one wants to listen to a particular song where when their kids walking by or coming in the house, you got to cut all the music off because that is very disrespectful, not only to your children, but to yourself because you are the actual parent. You are the person that's raising these children. So you have to be aware of the things that you are feeding them, you are. It said, Clement Community School Superintendent, I said that you are, there have been no prior issues in inappropriateness when the organization rented our district in the past, you are, because in the past, he came with his little league team, so forth and so on. But now, he is out there trying to be, I guess, P. Diddy, you all, maybe, showing somebody, or maybe what his name was. I forgot what his name was. Stevie J. But he need to get his little Stevie J up, you all. I ain't lying because, like I said, this was some very poor judgment, and maybe he can see in the future, you all, because maybe in about 7 more years, this dude gonna be fired. But something like that, you all. It said there was no reason to believe the activities that took place at the event on October 15th would take place in our gym, Bill said. The Mount Clement Community School Board Education and Administration are deeply shocked, disappointed, and disgusted by the inappropriate event that took place. Bill added, you all. It said this is another picture of old boy. And like I said, there's some kids up there. There's some young ladies up there right there. You can see right there, man. And this is one of them ones where we ain't got the blur before I'm playing the actual video, you all. It said Hines did apologize, though, for the incident, but said we are very sorry, but we are still going to be a platform for the up-and-coming artists, you all. So, like I said, particularly, maybe he's switching over. Maybe he don't want to coach the little boys no more. But he's saying that, he still want to be a platform for these up-and-coming artists, you all. So I suggest you all, if you all got 100 views out there, or maybe less, or maybe y'all got 19 subscribers or something like that, and y'all want to get on with the Hines, he got that CTE football head syndrome, he might sign you. So go holler at that boy. And it said the Facebook page on the school district states that the investigation into the incident is underway by the Mid-Cobb County Sheriff Office, you all. It said if anyone has a video of equal hell of the event in our gymnasium on Saturday, please forward it to McCobb County Sheriff Office, and the investigation is currently underway. The district said the Facebook post, the state superintendent Tricia Foster also responded to the incident in a letter to Bill, stated that the individual needed to be held accountable, you all. Like I said, they pretty much want them held accountable. Like I said, I don't know what actual laws they had actually broken, you all, because this is an event that they had agreed to renovate their place to accommodate this, you all. Like I said, they didn't do the proper check, or no one was professional about this situation at all. They said, I'm writing to express our strong disapproval of the event that occurred over the weekend at Mount Clemens High School. All of us, regardless of where we live or who we are, want the same thing for our kids. And that's absolutely correct, because we all feel that this was very inappropriate. Like I said, I wouldn't want that at my kids' high school, let alone, like I said, in the other school, you all. Because, like I said, the whole song, the whole setup, it was just not the time or the place. Like I said, it was just not the time or the place to actually pull off an event as such as this one. It said our school serves and foundation of these goals and pillars of our community. So it is important that every district presents an appropriate environment of learning that puts the best interests of the students and parents first at all times, Foster said. You all, and that's, like I said, pretty much it. I did put a clip at the bottom, and I will briefly share this news article, this news clip, for a brief moment.
Timeline. It's true there was a stripper inside of the gymnasium at Mount Clemens High School over the weekend. Now, this was not a school-sanctioned event. There were no students there. It was actually a nonprofit that rented the school to host this questionable event. That squeaky clean high school gym floor saw some dirty dancing this weekend.
I don't think she was a stripper. She was one of his dancers, and she was underdressed.
Tomato on that one. Regardless, the woman twerking in fishnets and lingerie, not school appropriate, even for an after-hours event.
This is not who we are. This is not what we value.
Mount Clemens Superintendent Monique Beals heard about the viral video Sunday of local Detroit rapper O.T. Rell and his co-performer.
Words can't even describe what was going through my head. I could
not. Yeah, you know, like I said,
the event organizer is Quentin Hines, an alum of the Clem and former NFL player, even won Superbowl 49 with the New England Patriots. Now he runs Rivals Recruiting worldwide, a nonprofit to give, let's say, exposure to up-and-coming artists. He rented the school gym to host Peasy's Sweeties Day Bash.
I've rented the facilities, at Mount Clemens High School for, 10 years, over 100 times.
Nothing like this.
Yeah, nothing like that, though. And the lady saying it was nothing like this, you all. Like I said, it was just poor judgment. And maybe, like I said, he just need to do better with his music collection. At least always check and see what your artists are going to play. If they're going to play 2 or 3 songs and you going to the next person for 2 or 3 songs, at least run your line up. This is something that you need to do anyway, because the DJ is going to actually be spinning the music while these dudes out here doing their performance, you all. Like I said, I don't know, man. Like I said, the music is a good thing, you all. It just needs to be something with substance, especially to this new generation, man. We can't keep going backwards with this type of rhetoric, you all. I ain't want to burn the man up too much, but I just wanted to come on and, kind of give a little ear to this, man. And Quentin, I hope you and your little team, man, do something, man, able to, I guess come up in this pretty music industry and happen to do something, man, because it's still providing livelihoods for people. But like I said, man, you need a better selection, man, especially with this little 2 Live crew, man. Y'all get y'all some like I said, man, get you a couple more people, man, that could do a little better than what's actually presented at this particular school, man, because like I said, at one time the little sister had on one slipper and she was barefooted, and then at the other time, then she didn't have no shoes on at all. But like I said, man, it was absolute a mess, man. But I ain't go all over too long over there, man. Go off first, Christ gang. Peace. We got. God bless y'all. Good night. Absolutely. Thank you.